My name is Ella Fox Elliott, and I was born in 1918. Well, this was the only school in this area, and it covered all Fishing Creek. That's what it was called then. Now it's called the Villas, but we knew it by Fishing Creek. We had no buses, so most of the time we walked to school in bad weather, and I lived about 2 miles below here. In fact, where I was born and raised, my home's still there. Our parents would, when it was bad weather, they would the families would pool together and bring us, but we never had buses. And it's about 2 miles, and it's a pretty long walk for kids, especially 5 years old, you know. The man who taught me the first year had taught my mom. His name was J.D. Hoffman, and he was old. He only stayed the 1 year, and then after that, I had a Mrs. Bowen and a Miss Tozer. The boys and girls, of course, were together all the time. I have a picture, in fact, that people have it here. And I counted them this morning before I left, about 23 or 24. First grade to fourth. I cannot remember one time when there was a fight among the girls or the boys. When I think about it, it was compared to the school later that I went to and the high school and everything. There was so much peace and quiet because the kids were so good, so quiet, you know. We had no problems. I never remember when a teacher said, "Quiet, please," or, you know, pick out one of the boys, especially would-be boys, that they were misbehaving. It seemed like we all respected each other. We had great respect for our teachers, which, as I went into later classes in high school and all, and the kids didn't respect teachers like they should, like we did. I don't think it was out of fear or anything like that. It was just how we were brought up, how we were taught at home to respect older people especially.
So the Fishing Creek School was built in 1888 by veterans of the Civil War. And it ran as a school until the late 20s, until it was auctioned off and purchased by a family who turned it into their home. And several generations of people grew up here and summered here until they wanted to sell it, and some folks in the community got together and said, let's try to save the school. And they encouraged the state to purchase it through Green Acres funding. And then the state subsequently leased the property to the township of Lower. I was amazed. I hadn't even really noticed the school. It was kind of tucked into this little wooded area here in Lower Township, right on Bay Shore. And so we went inside, and we were really brought back to an earlier time. And we recognized this would be a great community center. We could have weddings and concerts and art exhibits here. And then we brought the superintendent of schools into the building, and we showed him our ideas and said we wanted to fix this up and make it of use to the community again. And he got excited about turning it over to after-school reading programs, where, you know, the school would basically come alive again, and people from the neighborhood could come and bring their children, and they could be given help with after-school reading, which would be a great benefit to the community. You know, a community is judged by its public spaces, and as we heard from Mrs. Elliott today, that this space was really about bringing the virtue of kindness and respect to one another. And maybe we could see a way to use this facility to bring a little bit more kindness and respect back to Lower Township.